So I just thought I'd pop in as I was sitting here thinking to myself, just had coffee with some friends. It's never about the problem or the issue. It's always about the questions that we're asking. And to get better answers, you have to ask better questions. And sometimes those questions are really hard to find on our own. And they're really hard to have the silence long enough that you can listen to your own inner knowing. Because how often are we filled with chatter and distraction? And how often do we say, oh, I don't have time, when the kids are older, it's just a rough patch right now, oh, I don't know, it's too hard, I don't have the energy. And really all we need is to create enough of a commitment to ourselves that we're willing to show up and to lean into the discomfort that might be sitting in our body. And that's the point of our immersive retreat on Saturday, is really so we can create a container, a really safe space with Bridget and I holding that space, where we can show you how to move beyond those feelings of discomfort, how to workshop your mind at the same time as dropping into your body, and why that is important to bring the consciousness that you've got here and bring it into the truth of the knowing that's in your body, and alternatively how to read when you're sitting in truth and to read when you're running off on a feeling that doesn't have a truth to it. So we're asking you to get really good at the questions that we perhaps pose in the podcast that you pick up on, is how to pick up on how to apply those to your life and to get the answers that you're seeking. We're not here to give you answers, but we're here to help you find a way to ask better questions of yourself. And I really hope that's what you get out of the podcast. And I really hope that's what you would get out of being in an experience with us, is your own answers, which are 100 times more powerful than the answers that anyone else will give you, because they come from your truth and your knowing. And when we create the space to really show up for ourselves, we then carry that into our lives rather than them being separate. Oh, when my kids are, when my husband does, when our life is. No. When I create the space to work in my own discomfort and commit to bringing my nourishment back in and coming back into my body, I know I walk out of an experience able to bring that to those around me. You're not going to get that at a pedicure, and you're not going to get that by going to the movies. You might get some chill out time for sure. You might get a little bit of a decrease of the anxiety or the pressures that you feel from home. But to actually create the life-changing solutions, you actually need a life-changing moment. And that is the point of in-person and certainly online facilitation. But there's something really powerful about being together. So I really hope we have a couple of spaces left. Bridget and I are madly planning for our retreat on Saturday. And I really hope that if you're in Melbourne and Bayside, that you would come and really commit to yourself in finding a space to come into your body and connect with your mind in a really different way, and know that you're going to carry that forwards. Maybe it's a Saturday night that you'd be leaving on. Maybe you could do something amazing with your partner, knowing that you're carrying that energy in to that experience. So that's it. I hope that you'll come with us. See ya.